away team was not there. The referee and the match commissioner comes onto the pitch and, you know, does pre-match formalities, you know, walk over the team. And they will feel bad that you wasted their time going all the way, doing all those formalities. And, you know, I think the LMC should be more proactive, issue the directive on time so that the match commissioner and the referees do not go onto the pitch and do all those walkover formalities. What is going to happen is that whichever way it is, the precedent has been set. Whether it's for or against, some teams could want to take advantage, but they have come out clearly. I think the aspect I liked was where they said, they spelled it out clearly that before the players should go on strike, there should be 45 days notice. And that was where the players got it wrong, and that was where they based the premise their decision on. I think it's a good one, but going forward for next games, they should ensure that the home team gets notified on time.
Yeah, Austin, I think one thing we need to educate NPFL players is for, they need to be conversant with the rules.
Yeah.
They need to read the rules. Because if you look at, according to the rules, before you embark on a strike or any action, you need to notify the club for 45 days, you need to notify the LMC, and at some point it will get to the NFL Arbitration Committee. So you don't just wake up in the midst and say, we're not going to travel. And last week, LMC already, sent I think a press release notifying Academy Warriors 60 days that they should pay their players or they will face, point deduction. So LMC already have heard about, the players from the press, because I was not sure they got any notification, but they got from the press, and also they sent a press, notify Academy Warriors, and they were waiting for October. I think October 27th is the deadline, so the players could have waited. Yes, I understand they apply. They've not paid for so many months. They have been hold, but you need to follow the procedure. The rules are there for the players, for the official, and for everybody involved.
Now, money that they probably would have used to pay the players.
Where are they going to get the money from?
I'm just wondering.
That's what I'm wondering.
But they still don't have any excuse. Either they pay the LMC, the fine and everything, and also they pay the players. All by October 27, they will start. LMC will start, deducting that point. It is very, very sad. Governments really need to wake up. If you want to be involved in football, you need to be proactive. Football is all about money. It's all about finance. So if you are tired, then you disband the club. So we can just continue this way. Really, kudos to the LMC, because it is going to be sad avoiding point at this stage. I think last season we had issues like this also, though it was a bit political, and then they tried to avoid boardroom point. Boardroom point doesn't speak well for the NPFL. But hopefully academic players will see to this. The management must sort this issue. These players are breadwinners. They need to get paid for what they are really offering the club.
But it's really is worrisome, because the club doesn't have money at the moment, and then all of these sanctions. Where are they go? I don't understand.
Maybe the government will release funds, because
this thing should get to the government.
They failed in the first place. They failed to turn up for the game. Yeah. So you can't blame Ifeanyi. So the government needs to release funds so that Taraba FC did the same thing. I think they paid the first one over the weekend.
Quickly pay them for 1 month. They say just take, put in your pocket, go.
At least to avoid the ultimate of giving them. So it's very unfortunate, like Toby said. Some of these clubs are just managing to survive, and sometimes you don't blame the LMC. They want to encourage them. It's a stick and carrot thing. So they try to sanction them at the same time. Try to make things easier for them. They are not well funded. That is the truth.
Really sad. Now let's talk about this one quickly, Toby. Enugu Rangers and Warri Wolves. Warri Wolves giving us good reasons to talk about the domestic league football this season. Good team anytime, any day, and they needed to get a point away from one.
Yeah, really. They're really pushing up. Fighting the Imba hard for the title. They look very, very good. Going to this game, they were favourite. Everything favoured them. I think that's the goal. A penalty. Trying to cover a penalty. Bola Salami was brought down. Yes, the referee said wait for play on. But just like I was saying, Warriors going to this game look very favourite. They've looked very, very good in a couple of games. They scored great goals. They scored plenty of goals, and they scored first through Salami. Rangers, came back to score, and at one point it was very, very precious for them. I need to use that word, very precious, because they just dropped 2 points instead of dropping, 3 points in this one. They really show class. They really show character. I think that was a goal. Salami good positioning, tapping into an opponent. Really, really good for Warriors. They look very, very solid. I think Eimba should be worried with the current form of Warriors. And I think match day, I think 37, really decided a lot. Eimba Warriors in Aba.
to be really, really tough. But Warri Wolves, they should be kicking themselves on here because
and for Salami, 14 goals so far this season.
Yeah, because they actually allowed Enugu Rangers to come back in this one.
Yeah, if they had won this game, then I would have confidently said that Eyiba's aspiration would be at risk. But with 5 points and with a game against Enyimba in Aba, I think Enyimba are almost winning the title. When they played 3SC yesterday, they went ahead, 3SC equalized through Ajani Ibrahim, and Odoji stepped out, like he has been captain, and got the winning goal. So for me, I think Enyimba will fancy their chances. Warri Wolves needed to have won this game if to keep their hopes of winning the league alive.
So okay, since we're talking about goals, let's go to let's see the top scorers this season. The guys that are banging in all the goals. Look at that guy right there. He's not going anywhere. It's also Igbinova of Nasarawa United with 15 goals. Just pushed down Tunde Adeniji. He was up there for a while. 14 goals now. Sunshine Stars. And Bola Salami.
Bola, I think Bola was currently 14. Yeah, 14.
14.
I think corrected.
14
goals.
Chisum Chikata.
Yeah, scored an hat-trick 2 days ago.
13 goals. And then Bright Ejike Atlant with 12 goals. Antonio Potu of Lobby Stars with 10 goals. And then Mubarak Umar of Wiki Tories with 10 goals. We're seeing the goals. The league is getting competitive this season. All we want is the part of welfare to be taken care of, because the league cannot, you can't, I don't know how to say it. You can't go on to play good football without. Now, if you look at the difference between the top 4 teams and the bottom 4 teams, you'll see that the top 4 teams, they're doing all they can to take care of their teams, while the bottom 4...
And bottom 4, I feel, will have crisis in terms of finance.
So it's a reflection of what your club is going through. To tell your football, Enyimba, they're top of the table, 61 points, and Warri Wolves, they're chasing with 56. Wiki Tories, they're on third with 54. And then Giwa, also, no Sunshine Stars, which means Sunshine Stars didn't show the sort of character needed to stay up there.
Yeah, the same power was not there. They dropped points, especially losing to Nasarawa United at home, drawing against Heartland at home, and it's when you want to win the title, you need to pick all these available, the fixtures that looks more feasible for you to win. They didn't do that, and they are not also winning away. So it's not surprising that they are out of the top 4.
Look at the bottom 4. Kwara United.
Yeah, look very, very consistent in recent weeks.
So it's Dolphins, Kwara United, Taraba FC, and Bayelsa United at the moment. No Sharks.
Yeah, Wilewa, probably
that. Oh my goodness. The way that table turned at the bottom 4 is just unbelievable. But then teams as Sharks, Aqua, they need to be careful.
Yeah, I think about maybe 4 points away from the drop zone. But 4 points is very, very huge at this moment. And you look at Kwara United, Dolphins, Taraba, Bayelsa, they look very consistent with our position. I mean, they've really shown out with terrible results. So if Sharks, Aqua, and Academy are really pushing up better, they might just stay there, and the bottom might just stay the way it is. I think it's going to be difficult for Kwara. For these bottom 4 teams to survive, it's going to be difficult.
I'm sure Yinka is watching. He said it, that will be difficult.
After Yinka should start preparing for life in the NNL.
All right, thank you so much, Toby Adekoja, and of course, thanks so much for coming around. We're talking about match day 33 of the Nigeria Professional Football League issues coming out of the game between Ifa Enuba and El Kanemi. Keep talking to us about it until that rescheduled game is played. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. That's it on behalf of the ever-winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakwan. Let's do this again tomorrow. But until then, in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.
Game at first set, Djokovic. 6-2.